Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Wobble King is a dexterity game from HABA Games, and this is the sort of game that HABA Games kind of churns out. It's these little box games, and they're pretty good, although they won't have a lasting appeal, but the price is pretty good. I think if you're at a game store, it's something you look at, it's cute, it has their own kind of like IP characters on it, and it works just fine. This one, you're pulling out these pieces of wood underneath the bed, and you don't want it to topple over. And you have to take the wood over and put it on top of it, which kind of has like a Jenga kind of feel to it, although it doesn't play exactly like Jenga where you're taking the things out. You're pulling them out. Now, you can pull out multiples, and if you do, you have to put them on top, and there's kind of a system to this that's going on. Very simple game, very cheap, not a lot of components in the box, and it works great. My child of 4, 3 and 4, he was 3 then and 4 now, still likes to play this game, and it goes over very, very well. It's very small. It's very portable. Doesn't take up a lot of table space. It's not going to fall over and make a huge mess. And you could probably just play it like on a bar top or something, like a counter at your house or on a board game table. You'll be just fine. It does have some nice little like king piece that goes on top, and you don't want him to topple over. And if it does, blah, blah, blah. And you play a couple rounds, and it works just fine. It's not going to blow you away, but it's kind of in that like mass market HABA churn out these games kind of thing. This one or that one, it works just as well. The components are nice, the rule set is simple, and my children like it. What else can you ask for from a children's game? Well, maybe some innovation, but you're not going to get it here. It's just still a keeper for us. The kids love it. Wobble King's been a hit. Here's Wobble King, a wobbly game of skill from HABA Games. You can see the familiar yellow box. And we're going to open it up. We're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. And not very much components. You can see you didn't need a box this big. It's a little piece of cardboard. You're going to have a little stick that you'll be utilizing. Everything that's here is good quality. You're going to have these tomatoes that you'll be collecting. These are just little cardboards, but they are cute. And the king himself, double-sided. We get the back of it. I always like how HABA does that nice little touch. And these little things you'll be using for the dexterity sort of very good. As always, HABA, the components are good, although the box is way too big for what you need it to be. Here is the rule book, multi-language, of course, with HABA Games. You're going to have pretty much this. You have contents with no pictures, that's okay. Little cute photo here. And pictures, how to play, etc. as you're going through. And then into the round and into the game. So you probably just need a couple minutes to read through that. Once you learn the rules, your kids will be able to play on their own with no troubles. To play Wobble King, you're going to put all those little markers down that come with it. You are going to set this on top of it, and you just want to make sure everything is scooted in there pretty good, where you can't see it, so just kind of get them in, but you don't really want them touching. You're going to put the king on top. You're going to put the 5 tomatoes off to the side. And you're going to have your stick within easy reach. To play the game is very simple. You take the stick and nobody's allowed to look underneath. You kind of poke it around and you take at least one of these out. If you get multiples, that's okay. And you put it on one of the circles and the next person goes. And this will continue on for quite a while. Uh-oh, that one's seen. I got to go take it out. Poof. And you will continue to do this. At any point he wobbles or it touches the table, you gain a tomato. If you gain 2 tomatoes, you lose the game. If you're able to get everything over and fill up all the spots and nobody gets a tomato, and you do the next turn. Very simple to play. One of the main rules of the game is if you get 2 of them, that's fine. You just have to be able to put them on here without knocking over the king or knocking over his bed. And then you're trying to collect these tomatoes. Very simple to play. Make sure little ones don't look under here because that is a big faux pas when you're playing. And that's Wobble King. Who should buy this game? Anybody like on a budget looking for like a little dexterity game? This one works very well. I like this game quite a bit and my children like playing it. And you're not allowed to look under, but I let the little guy look under because that's what he wants to do. He gets so nervous about it falling down and stuff, and it works great. It's one that gets asked for quite often. The kids are having fun with it. It's small. It's not a very expensive game to purchase, and it's a HABA game, so it's a win all the way around. A keeper for us.